After that, I really have several ones that I use. So this CC cream is really cool, but it isn't. Um, it's beautiful. I'm not gonna lie, it's beautiful, but it sticks to everything. If you kiss somebody or if you give somebody a hug, the next thing you know, like I can't use this to go to church because I'm kissing and hugging everybody. Well, not now because we're not even going to church, but when I do, the next thing I see is like everybody that I kissed and everybody knows that they kissed me because I have this on. This is the most beautiful cream I've ever seen. It looks amazing on your face, but no. I use that when I know that I'm not going to see anybody. I'm just going to go be by myself. I'm just going to go grocery shopping or something. That's what I use. My daughter gave me this, which is also a CC cream from Mary Kay. This is my daily usage, if you will. This is what I use on my day-to-day because it matches my skin nearly to perfection. It's like crazy. It's like, do you even have anything on? Yes, I do. This is where. And by the way, nobody's paying me for these promotions at all. So, at least not yet. Anyway, Mary Kay is it's great CC cream. And this one is, I don't even know what number this is because I can't read this for the life of me. But I will find out for you guys and I'll let you know. But this is my daily. So another tip that, again, works for me but doesn't mean not work for you. People put on their makeup any which way they prefer. For me, I prefer doing my eyes always before I even start touching my face. If anything, I will probably start using my, I will probably do my forehead, just put on my forehead because I'm going to do my eyebrows first, and then I keep on going from there down. So because this is just a daily use, I'm going to show you everything I use first, and then I'll start using it. So this Sephora little cream, this is a corrector, and it's almost like a salmon color. So it actually helps. Again, the older you get, the less stuff you should put on your face. That's what I feel. Like you should not be packing your face with too much of anything. So this helps me to put on the dark spots, so then I can put on my corrector and what have you. But this, holy grail. I stole this from Naysha. Don't let her know. I found this in Naysha's kit, and this is really, really beautiful. This is Black Radiance, and it has these beautiful tones. And then you even see that it has like an illustration of how you're supposed to use it. Although I don't ever look at that, but you can if you want to. These are all beautiful, and I'm going to show you how I use them in what way I use them. Then I found this in, I think it was Marshall's. This is a Laura Geller. Laura Geller is very known for her makeup. She's got really good stuff. And this is my daily use. Like my no makeup look, this is what I use. So I'm going to be teaching you today how I use that. Again, this is how I do it. Doesn't mean you have to. And so then I had subscribed to, I think it's called Ipsy, that they send you little packages of different type of makeups and what have you. This was the best thing that they sent me. It's a highlighter, and you're gonna see how this thing looks on, especially on my skin, because I have kind of like a goldish tone. Again, this not may be your color. You have to find what works for you. But this, my dear, works beautifully on me. So I'm going to start off with my little Christmas gift, which I absolutely love. And I can't use this for, I don't know how people do it. I can't. I've tried. but I cannot use this to put on foundation for the life of me. I have to use a brush. So again, what works for you may not work for me. So you're gonna see I'm gonna put this on my neck and on my top area so that I can start working with my brows and then moving forward with that. And I don't know how to edit these things, so at some point I will edit them so I'm not talking so much and you're just watching, but you can fast forward if you want. So I start off with my neck to make sure that I am not neglecting my neck. And I should have brought a smaller mirror just to make sure that I can see myself well, because I cannot. I'm just using the camera as my mirror, which is weird. But it's my first time, so bear with me. Right? And you can see that I have like little, this is a sunspot that's been there forever. And I don't have perfect skin, people. So I just tap this on, kind of tap instead of smearing. The only place I kind of smear is actually on my neck because I want it to be kind of diffused. And you guys can already see how this foundation is making me look beautiful. And I got a big forehead, I do know that, but I'm going to show you how I diminish that soon. So, and you see I'm tap, and I just leave it as such. Now, because I put on all these sprays and oils on my face, if I don't put powder on my eyebrows, there's nothing going to happen. No liner, no nothing that's going to work on it. I don't care what powder you use. I don't care if you have to powder that up because the oils of it will make it's basically you're gliding through it. So it's not allowing you to do anything. So I have my Too Faced powder, and this was Born This Way in nude. And I just slap some on my forehead so that it is less on my eyebrows, so I can actually pack something in there. And you can see my eyebrows are looking like a hot mess right now, but hopefully we can fix that shortly. And I am so sad that I didn't bring my other mirror, but it is what it is. I wanted to just do something different today. Okay, holy grail for me as a pencil, eye pencil, because I barely have any. And by the way, mine have grown, and you know why? I'm gonna tell you the secret. This little thing I had zero on my face. I had none because I have a thyroid condition, so that condition actually my hair starts falling out at some point. My eyebrows were so thin, it was ridiculous. As soon as I started putting this on, even my eyelashes, because obviously my eyelashes, I sleep with this at night. This is what I use at night. My eyelashes have grown, and so have my side. I thank you so much for this. Love you, sucker. Anyway, this is the pencil, precisely my brown pencil, and I believe this is 375 is the number. This is from Benefits. This thing is thebomb.com. Okay, what I would have wished they'd done is, and I'm going to show you the difference between this. These are the three that I use. This is my pencil. And then I found this one. I saw this on a YouTube channel. It's called Bushy Brows Funny. I can't find this anywhere. I can't even find it on Amazon. So thank God for Urban Decay. Urban Decay, you got it going. You figured it out. Urban Decay came out not only with my little point to do my brows. I used to do my brows. Listen, I'm a work in progress. My brows were a hot mess before, and I used to just draw them in like everybody. That's not for everybody. My type of brows and my face doesn't work for me. So this, I'm going to show you how I just accentuate my natural hairs with this and make actually additional ones, or I make them even bigger than they are. But they also have on the other side, they have the pencil. So, holy grail. I actually use a lighter color because, again, I'm not dark skinned and I don't like my brows. I like my brows are very important. I feel like the brows, it's almost like when you're coloring and you put that line around what you're coloring, it makes it like pop out. That's what brows do. If you do not do your brows, girl, start doing your brows. You don't gotta do anything else if you don't want to. Just do your brows, slap some powder and keep it popping, and you're gonna see the difference. So I'm gonna show you what I do with my brows. And let me put some more powder on here so this thing can actually stick, because if not, it is not going to stick. So this one comes with this little brush, so it's very convenient. So I'm doing this and this, and then you'll see that this has the little line. So the first thing I do is I brush up, and you can see how beautiful my eyebrows have actually grown. I'm so happy. Let me see if I have a mirror here somewhere, because this is not gonna work, honey. I need a mirror. Yes. So you're gonna see, hopefully you guys can pay attention. And I basically do a line and then I diffuse it. And you're gonna see like, what the hell? Watch and see. So I'm gonna start from even a little bit because I want more. And I just basically draw a line. See this? And as you can see, I went under my real line just so you can see that it's there. Boom. Now, one tip. I see people doing eyebrows all the time, and again, it's a preference thing, but the reality is that your final line should match at an angle like this. So if you put this, so you see I did a perfect angle. It's because I've been doing it forever. Now I take the other side and and you're gonna see that the line is going to be diminishing as I go, right? So the other tip is you always want the back side of your brow to be darker than the front. So when I'm using this, which one I'm going to use today, I'm going to use this one. Make sure it's actually working. You do very light strokes so that it looks very natural. It doesn't look like you're actually drawing something really harshly. So you want to do something light. And you'll see that I'm making more hairlines at the front area. And don't worry if, look, it's gonna look like a hot mess until I clean it up, so don't worry. Just watch. I'm just gonna brush, and you can see I'm already pressing harder on the back side of my brow. I'm pressing harder because I want it to be darker. I'm creating hairs where they do not exist. I have 0 hairs back there. And look. Now, everybody has a different shape of eyebrows. I just follow my own shape, as should everybody else. So this is what I do. And I just fill in that. So I'm gonna finish this up and then I'm gonna come back to you guys. Don't go away. All right, so as you can see, I've already done this one. So this is the one that's done. This one's not. And for the record, I haven't even cleaned this up. So when I clean it, you're gonna see this sharp look. I'm gonna come back to you guys when I finish this one, and so I can teach you how to clean up your brows, because once you're putting this thing on, sometimes you're in a rush and you're just going click, 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 click. You wanna hurry up and get it done, but I'm gonna show you how to clean it up lightly so it looks very natural. It doesn't look too harsh, right? All right, so you see, I have my bushy brows. this is my style. I liked it like this. I love the Brooke Shields kind of look because my brows are naturally like that. I don't want to have those fine defined line brows because it doesn't match with my face. It's because my brows are not naturally like that. But if your brows are naturally like they look like they're painted in, then by all means, boo boo, do what works for you. For me, that does not work. This is what works. So I'm going to show you how do I clean this up right now because they're all over the place. And as you can see, like I drew below, I drew above, like I don't have, like I'm not a perfect. So I want to make sure that I clean this up. So thank God, Nisha, my oldest daughter, gave me for Christmas some Murphy brushes. And I'm going to show you the types that I have here. And again, you have to find what works for you because what works for you may not work for me and what works for me may not work for you. This one came with two different, I have two. Morphe came with this one. And you can see it has this like, right? And then you have this one. And this is the one I like because it's longer and it just helps me. I always have a napkin next to me because I have to be cleaning and wiping stuff down. I can't use stuff like that. So this is where your concealer would come in, or you can use a primer, your eye primer. That's a very thick primer, which I would highly recommend before you use concealer on your face. Again, it's a preference thing and it's a face thing. What is your type of, what's your face? Is it delicate? Is it dry? Is it what works for your skin better? For me, I had to find something that worked perfectly for me, and that is this. Now, mind you, this is Anastasia Beverly Hills. It can be expensive, but my daughter found this in Marshall's for $14. So kudos to Marshalls for throwing these kits that are super, super expensive anywhere else. And this one is in the light because as you can see, I'm a little bit lighter, but it works for me. The palette that's in here, so you have to find the palette that works for you. You may think you're medium, but you're probably not. So you will see that I am using this constantly. This is what I use as my concealer. I use it for my eyes. I use it to clean my brows. I use it for my under eyes because it's almost like a paste and it works better with my skin. Because of my age, I cannot use those regular concealers. It just doesn't work for me. So I'm going to show you how I use this. So I just dab in there. Like you don't have to go all crazy with this. And you see I have some in there. And then I need my mirror for this. You're going to see how I start just putting under my eyes. And if you need more, by all means. I kind of use more on the bottom part than on the top part. And you're going to see that it's already showing. So you see this mess that I did here. And don't worry about the extension. It's going to be cleared later. And there you go. And then I brush the excess off, and then I brush this down to make sure that the line isn't so harsh. And then I just go in with this. I literally use this on everything. And you can already see how my eye is looking different because of the redness I have in here. So before I finish doing that, I have to put on this because this is going to help me with all this redness. So before I forget, let me do that. And this a little goes a long way, you're gonna see. So you just tap, tap, tap. And I tap on especially those dark areas. I actually put this all over. I have a line on my nose for some reason. So I put this right here. put it here. I put it on any kind of blemish I have, redness or what have you. You see this dot I have here, dot here, dot here. And then I do this. Haha. Don't I look lovely? Isn't she lovely? Yes, girl. Watch. You just tap that on. Tap, 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 tap. I don't use the beauty blender. I don't use anything because I want that to stay in there. Out. I almost put my eye out with my nail. And you can see my face is almost like, oh, the face is the entire same color. This is gonna be a long video. I'm gonna have to edit it for sure. But since this is my first time, please forgive me. I'm gonna find a way to edit all this. But you see, like it's nearly covering everything. My blemishes. Boom. And my face already looks, even though it looks orangey, which is fine, but you can't see, everything is one tone, if you will. Now, you'll notice that my face looks oily. And I kid you not, I kind of prefer that than it looking rough because of the oils and the mist that I use. Because I will put on powder later and you'll see that it all comes together, so not to worry. So let's go back to what we were doing, which was my eyebrows. Now I can finish that. I'm just gonna go back in here. And there's no rush on this. Once you learn how to do it, you'll be able to go. And then now I just take, and I really want to put this on here, and the reason being is because it serves as a foundation, because I don't put foundation on my lids. I use this, and this little buddy, it's wet already. I cleaned it, and it's, you have to have this wet because if not, it's not, you're really not doing anything. And so then I just tap it in there. Tap, tap, tap. Tap, tap, tap. And you'll see that all these weird lines that you thought were gonna be showing are no longer showing. And you can see the difference between this eye and this eye. This eye, ready to rumble, to put on some makeup on, and this eye, no. So there's two ways of starting to put makeup on. Some people actually start putting on makeup like this after using this that's wet because the powder will stick to it more. I haven't tried that yet, to be honest with you. I always put some sort of powder. So I'll just take my regular little, powder and put some in there and just tap it on just to kind of seal it in. Excuse me. And you'll see that seal. If you wanted to have a little bit more coverage or what have you, then you just go over it, even put more on, but I'm doing my no makeup review here, so I'm gonna do the top part, and you're gonna see I didn't even put any more on it. I'm just gonna use whatever's left there to clear it up, and that's what I'm gonna do. And so I kind of cleaned only the back part of it, if you will. You see there's some coloration here, and I'm just going to swipe that through and then brush up. And then if you feel like you need some, but I kind of like, I trend lightly with that. And there you have it. Now, I don't know what's going on with this soap thing going on, that people are using soap to put on. I don't know why they're doing that. I feel like I could never do such a thing because I'm so clumsy. God forbid it starts raining and that soap is falling in my face. I can't do it. So Anastasia Beverly Hills has this clear gel that goes for it's so that your eyebrows can stay in place. I have no clue if these people haven't seen it or they feel that it's cheaper to use the soap. By all means, boo boo. She will not be using that because, like I said, I'm too clumsy for that. Somebody drop water on my head or it starts raining, God forbid, and that thing falls. No, not trying to do that. This is my little friend here, and so it's a gel and it just leaves everything in place, and so you just brush it on, and it also helps with diffusing, so be careful, especially in the back part, to just put on lightly. On the front, if you want to diffuse more your look, boom. And that's how I like. A lot of people like to brush to the side after. Again, what works for you, people. This is a democracy. Do what you need to do. She likes them like that. Works for me. It's been working for me for years. So I'm going to finish the other side and come back to you guys.